Myself Suchana and welcome to News Tab 1. You are watching our special report. Tonight we bring you an important development from the education sector in West Bengal. A fresh notice issued by the West Bengal Central School Service Commission has put hundreds of teaching jobs aspirants in the spotlight. This follows a Supreme Court order that has shaken up the entire recruitment process. Candidates once selected through the School Service Commission have now officially been marked as tainted. Their appointments set aside by the courts. What does this mean for students, for teachers, and for the integrity of public examinations in our country? We will break it all down for you in this detailed report. In order to understand today's development, we need to go back to how this controversy started. The West Bengal School Service Commission recruitment process has been under legal scrutiny for several years. Allegations of large-scale corruption, manipulation of marks, and illegal appointments surfaced soon after recruitments were carried out. Many candidates who claimed they were unfairly denied jobs approached the Calcutta High Court over multiple times. Orders were passed striking down selections, and a massive investigation unfolded. The case eventually reached the Supreme Court of India. On the 28th of August 2025, the Supreme Court finally gave a strong directive in the matter of SLPC number 23784 by 2025, Bijoy Viswas and others versus State of West Bengal and others. The court confirmed the candidates' appointments were indeed invalid. Following this, the West Bengal Central School Service Commission has now published a list of such candidates whose selection stands cancelled. The official notice Memo No. 1652 by 7016 by CSSC by ESTT by 2025 dated 30th August 2025 makes things very clear. It states that in compliance with the Supreme Court's order, the Commission is publishing the names of the candidates whose appointments have been cancelled and declared tainted. This list, referred to as List 1, contains roll numbers and names of those candidates. Their selection was already struck down by the Calcutta High Court, and now, with the Supreme Court's confirmation, their appointments stand legally void. By making this list public, the Commission says it wants transparency and accountability. Essentially, they are saying we are putting it out in a public domain so that there is no confusion and everybody knows who these tainted candidates are. It is important to note these candidates had previously secured teaching posts, but their jobs will no longer be considered valid under the law. The list published is extensive. Names of dozens of candidates across different categories have been identified. Each entry in the list carries a serial number, roll number, and the name of the candidate. This allows anyone, be it the students, parents, schools, or other aspirants, to cross-check and confirm. The symbolism of making this list public is significant. It is not just about names on paper, it is a declaration that fraudulent or irregular selection in public service will not be tolerated. What does this mean for education in West Bengal? First, these candidates will lose their teaching positions if they were already appointed. This creates vacancies in schools which the government will now need to fill through fresh recruitment or waiting lists. Second, genuine candidates who were earlier denied jobs may finally get their rightful chance. The cancellation of tainted appointments clears the way of merit-based selections. Third, this sets a legal precedent across the India. Courts have once again reinforced that corruption in recruitment cannot stand the test of law. For lakhs of aspirants preparing for public service exams, this sends a message of hope that merit will prevail even if justice comes after years of delay. Reactions are pouring in from across the state. Aspirants who fought this case see it as a big victory. They say their years of struggle have finally been vindicated. On the other hand, candidates whose names appear in the tainted list are in shock. For them, this means not only losing jobs but also facing a permanent stigma. Many are likely to explore further legal options through the Supreme Court's order, leaves very little room for appeal. Education experts point out that such controversies harm the credibility of the education system. For students, especially in government schools, repeated disruption in the teaching workforce can impact studies. For parents, it raises questions about whether teachers in classrooms were selected fairly. The West Bengal Central School Service Commission will now have to take the next steps, either by holding fresh recruitment exams, publishing waiting lists, or filling vacancies with deserving candidates. But beyond administrative measures, this is a reminder for government and commissions to ensure transparency in every stage of recruitment, from written exams to interviews and from mark sheets to final appointments. Every step must be free from manipulation. The Supreme Court's message is clear. Corruption in education system will be rooted out, no matter how long it takes. To sum up, today's notice is not just a list of names, it is a lesson for the system. A lesson that fraud, favoritism, or corruption may get you a job temporarily, but justice will eventually catch up. For thousands of genuine aspirants, this order restores some faith in the system. For those who engage in irregularities, it serves as a warning. We will continue to track developments on this story. How many candidates are affected, what steps the commission takes next, and how schools in Bengal will manage the impact. That's all for now in this special report. Stay tuned with us for more updates.